So the QLoft was pretty much just the line flight. We went from Houston to Corpus Christi. AP failed. Um, we had to do a hover cart start and then get off the gate, take off, land. Nothing special. We did an RNAV approach in the air. Um, and then, fortunate for me, I got to go for second. So I ended up getting a V1 cut. So I lost the engine during takeoff. We turned around and landed. It was pretty simple. Non-jeopardy event. Um, we went from, well, I talked about that. I'm gonna read my notes. If you don't hear Captain FO side, oh, he usually when we brief the flight attendants, we talk about how we're gonna exit if there's an emergency, Captain side, FO side, and he was saying he didn't really like that because most people don't understand what that means, and honestly, I didn't either. Like, if there's an evacuation because it's an emergency and like the plane's not on fire, we're gonna use the two front exits. Like, so everybody, there's two doors, everybody can exit out the galley entrance and the main cabin door. We're gonna have two exits for people to evacuate. And if say there's a fire on the right side, then we'll use the captain's side, which is the main cabin door, for us to all exit. And that makes sense to me. We'll use two front exits unless I say other. Um, uh, Runway changes. We talked about that. We hit that on the head, but he just briefed it anyway. He was like, we stop, program the FMS, rebrief the. Oh, we forgot to get the ATIS. Like, we forgot to get the weather. The weather had changed, and that was why they changed the runways on us, and we never got the ATIS. So he just touched on that. We turned in IFR at 400 feet, which we should, like. I don't know if in the airlines everybody has different procedures, but our company procedures that if it's in visual VMC, you turn at 400 feet. If it's in IMC, you turn at 1,000 feet. So we turned at like 600 feet, which was weird, but whatever. Talked about the packs first, and then taking the air away. So if you fly to 145, you're supposed to put the packs off first before you take the bleeds away. I'm not really gonna go into details with that. This was interesting. Interesting. He talked about the NTSB, which is something that we use. Nature of emergency is everything okay? So like talking to the flight attendant, like you don't need to go into detail. Like, oh, we have a hydraulic fail. She doesn't know, nor she just wants to know if we safe or not. So we just tell her like everything's okay, like or everything's not okay. Then time, uh, have the flight attendant let the flight attendant, like, does the flight attendant have time to set the cabin up for an emergency landing? Letting her know like if the runway is contaminated, the passengers may have to brace. Um, and then he talked about what brace was like and how it works, like. And I mean, they've never trained us on an emergency situation like that where we call out on a lot on the PA, the announcement saying like brace because we're getting ready to land. It's gonna be hard. And then lastly, he left us with the biggest threat, which was complacency. And yeah, he was an awesome APD. I learned a lot from him, and super super happy to have him as an instructor. Uh, we flew through this damn training. We started. I don't know when I'm gonna post these videos, but we started on January 20th. We are officially done on February 18th. So literally knocked them out in a month. I'm pretty proud of myself. I didn't know that I was gonna be able to. I had a really good partner too. Some of the people that some of my buddies that I've been in training with, they haven't been so lucky to be paired up with good partners, and they've had to repeat multiple sims and like been stuck here for a few weeks. But no, we only had one extra sim, and that was just to finish up some of the stuff that we had already done. So we finish this training basically in a month, and y'all just gotta stay tuned for OE. I don't know what my schedule is gonna be like because I don't have anything on my schedule next. So we'll see if they give me like 4 or 5 days off because I definitely need to go home and see my family because in this whole training, I mean, don't get me wrong, I bid this training. Like there was like this, they had multiple schedules, and some of them had 6 days off and 4 days off in between. But these guys are gonna end on like the 25th or the 31st of February, and I was just like, I need to get this done, so I can build my PIC time, so I can take things to the next level, maybe become a check airman, and then maybe move on to a majors or something like that. So I'm happy how training turns out. These last couple videos you've been seeing me sipping. Let's toast to that, to the good life. And oh yeah, look at me. No, look at me. I'm the captain now. And I'm out.